There's gravity as it relates to the physical dimensions. If you drop something, it will fall to the ground. The principle of gravity. There's also a spiritual gravity. The closer you get to human consciousness, the thicker and stronger it gets. It pulls energy into it. It sucks energy into it, just like a black hole will suck energy from the cosmos into it. Well, that's what human consciousness does. Does it to you every day, but you're so used to it, you don't even notice that this consciousness gravity is just pulling you in more and more and more, wanting to make you part of it, wanting to have you conform to it. You're learning to break free of all that. You're learning to be sovereign. At the same time, you're releasing the gravity of mass consciousness. I'm going to say bitch. Mass consciousness is like tar, glue. It's burden and heaviness, and it sucks you back in. What we're going to do, we did our first beautiful releasing of mass consciousness at the Amio retreat, kind of a test, and it went really well. Now, you're going to feel some of the effects that'll come back and try to grab you, but we're basically doing this to mass consciousness. And then I'm trying to keep things simple and not to get too wordy, but it's time. It's time just to say, mass consciousness, you're beautiful, but you're over there. I am no longer your slave. Yes. No longer your slave. No more. I feel that I'm a minister at a church on Sunday. Where's the choir? The choir when you need it. Amen. Amen. PTA. Praise that Adamus. And this is a big one, and it's very difficult, and it's going to make some of those days you're just going to be worn out because of mass consciousness. It's a gravity. Now, mass consciousness is a gravity unto itself. Well, there's physical gravity that makes things fall to the floor, but there's a gravity of mass consciousness. It pulls you into limitation. It's actually, in a way, served a purpose. It's kept you in the sense of focus. You've been able to focus on being in physical reality, focus on being in a mind, focus on yourself and your experiences. But it's time now to let that go, to be the true and. Mass consciousness gravity also has a way of sucking you back in. When you're on the spiritual journey, you're allowing, you're coming to realization, you have breakthroughs, and it just pulls you back in. When you blame it on yourself, you think it's your thoughts, and it's not. It's mass consciousness. The mass consciousness construct is woven very tightly right now. So tightly that it's like a rubber band, that's so tight it's about to snap. It's causing a huge increase in mental illness on the planet. You could kind of put it this way, it used to be mass consciousness was there, but you could weave your way around it. You could kind of go in and out and find hallways and corridors and openings, so you could kind of free to roam around it. It's so tight now that one can barely have their own thoughts. We'll go beyond today. We'll start that. You'll start it in your lives. Over time, more and more Shaumbra will release themselves from it. The beauty is that you'll be able to go back and play in it anytime without getting stuck. You'll realize it for what it is. That's something you don't need anymore. You don't need to orient yourself to contain yourself so closely. You don't need to have your anchor points in mass consciousness. You can set yourself free, which is exactly what we're doing here now. You see, the mists of this cloud of mass consciousness have penetrated right into the mind, right into the brain. You try to think your way out, and it pulls you right back in. But you can allow yourself out. Just allow, that's it. As one person rises above the cloud, it releases some of the tightness in the fabric of mass consciousness. It frees a little bit of space, a little bit of density and gravity. As 5 people rise above mass consciousness, it frees even more, loosens that weaving of mass consciousness. As 500 release mass consciousness and take with them every thought, every emotion, every feeling that they or any of their past lives have ever had. It has a profound impact. Yes, as big and as old as mass consciousness is, just 500 has a profound impact. Now let's just allow ourselves to rise above it. No resistance, no effort. No force, my friends, none at all. It's simply allowing.